Simul stream today. Every Sunday. Welcome, people. Welcome, peoples, to my stream. International Master William Pascal. We're hosting a 25-board Simul here on lichess.org. I would like to welcome you, Astrobate, everyone. Welcome everyone to join us for some chess. All right, people. Astrobate, how are you? Cooking Rooks, welcome. Blobix, I was just thinking about you. Welcome, Antonio. Blobix is here. He hasn't played in ages on one of the streams. I miss our games, Blobix, and the B3 Sicilians used to play against me and your Sveshnikov. One of these days you gotta come by. You gotta come by for the Simul stream. I mean, for the Blitz streams. And I want to play some games against you again. Blobby, what about the Gorillas team? What's going on with the Chess Gorillas? Tezek, Bosio, welcome everybody to the stream. We're hosting a Simul here. Blobix, subscribe now for 23 months. Currently on a 6-month streak. Mr. Coffee, our moderator, is here. I know that it's almost summer because it's getting really hot in this room. What's up, Bijak? Bliak. You look like Bliak. What happened there? What is Bliak? Wait, Bliak? Hi, Mr. Sladgie. Wait, you're not Bijak, you're Bliak? 21? Wait, what happened? What happened to Bijak? Bliak. Alright. Bliak. It was cut off, and I couldn't read your name. Nefdov, I love mochas. Snuggles the snail. Flat frogs. Circular flat frogs. It's hot in here. It's very, very hot in my office, so we know it's almost summer, and I've got a hot t-shirt on. Always wear thick black t-shirts when it's hot. Remember, this afternoon, late afternoon, when heat beats down on the roof, is the best time for Simuls. B Maximus, welcome everybody. All right, I'm gonna get a drink. I've got the Simul. I'm going to release the Simul. When you create a Simul, you get to play several players at once. The I Am Sparkle Horse Twitch Simul, standard 20 minutes 30 seconds, extra 120. Random colors to make it fun. Simul description. I'm going to read the Simul description here for you. I need a fan. So my fan is on, but I should move it probably to a more useful direction. Let me adjust the fan. Fan is on low. Maybe we have to start talking about like medium or high, I think. All right. So, welcome everybody to the stream. I ought to like watch on the... Yeah, I'm watching the wrong stream, basically. You're not watching the wrong stream. I'm watching the wrong stream. Blobby has resubscribed for 6 months in a row. Good evening. First three moves are d4, d5, bishop b4 on all boards. When are you going to jump on the inflatable pool stream wagon? I'm telling you, man. I need a bikini. I don't have my beach body ready yet for the season, though. So I'm going to have to defer on that. Got the dad beer beach body. I'm going to get my beer. You can have the inflatable pool. Alright. d4, d5, bishop b4. How does that work exactly? Bishops move like extra big knights? Before I forget, I'm going to announce the rules here. 25 board Simul against primarily subscribers and some noobs. We have the Simul rules. First of all, I'm International Master William Pascal. This is my weekly classical Simul. Good luck, everyone. Check the stream out live. If you're hearing me, you are on Twitch already. Subscribe to my YouTube for replays and videos. Please consider donating to support my efforts. You can do so via Streamlabs or PayPal. On to the Simul rules. Obviously, no engines or opening books. Please don't play if you can't stay up to 3 hours. This is a long Simul. Don't just join and drop out in the first 10 moves. Don't offer me a draw in the first 10 moves. That's not in the list, but I'm going to start including that. No draw offers before move 15. Please use your time. Don't play bullet speed. It's a classical Simul. And finally, my personal pet peeve, no London system. Let's play some interesting openings. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for playing. Majolia. John Mac TV. Alright. Getting ready to get started here. It is humid in my office, so I'm getting my breath. We will start accepting players. Thank you, Player Russia, for following. Thank you, Corpse You Were, for following. Guys, please support the stream by subscribing, obviously, donating if you can. The London is the worst, followed by cheating and draw trolling. These players who are subscribers can play. Astrobate. I guess Amiiboid is a subscriber. Bocio is a subscriber. Cooking Rooks is a... Like, Astrobate and Cooking Rooks are tier 3 subs. Merit Dissector, I don't think so, is a subscriber. I don't know. If you are a subscriber and I don't accept you, let me know. Mr. Slowhand, subscriber, regular donor to the stream. Princess Chess 64, welcome. Schieberspieler, D playing Bullet. Yeah, that's always annoying. Schieberspieler, welcome. Hope you're good. Fide Master Schieberspieler. Nodge Papa. S. Garcia is Bocio. Sumaher is Bijak. Mirales VIP. Chef Masta. Nafidov. Tezek. Alright, I need to take some time and pour me a beer. It's very, very hot in here. It's actually only like 60, low 60s. In the sun, it's probably like... It's probably only... I'm talking Fahrenheit, for those of you who are in Europe. It's actually not that hot, but in my office it gets extremely hot. The sun just beats down on the roof here. Can someone please send me the link? I will send you the link personally. Let's do that. Let's give Uber the link. Copy. Someone's missing today. Mr. Somewhat on Sound. Who's gonna like figure out like all the names of the players in the Simul and paste it into the stream today? Does anybody want to do someone on Sound's job? That's his usual job. In the tournament lobby, he'll paste the Twitch link. Let me do that. Since someone on Sound doesn't seem to be here today. Copy, paste. Very hot in here. Uber driver, you went on vacation? Cockteary? Someone on Sound is the one who's missing. I feel like my brain is missing. Von Shai said you can expect Tsushima's ghost. Did I say accept? Yep. Thank you. If you are a subscriber and I haven't accepted you, just do what he did. Just say, hey, accept me, I'm a subscriber. Perfect. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Because I can't remember necessarily all the people who are new subscribers. We've got 13 players thus far, 12 to go. B Maximus, also a subscriber. I will try to accept a few people who are not subscribers, if possible. My brain is melted. I have brain melt myself personally. Uber driver, are you in the list? You asked for the link. Mr. Slowhand just gifted a tier 1 to Sergio. Sergio was no longer a subscriber. Now I can accept him. People who are friends of the stream who aren't subscribers would be my next choice. Sumihara, you got knocked out. Are you feeling alright? Where's Sergio? Sergio, I don't see you in the list. Thank you, Mr. So, for donating a sub. Our lead gifter ever. Lead sub gifter for all history, Mr. Slow. One of the greatest supporters of my stream. John Mac TV, thank you for subscribing tier 1. Subscribe for 9 months. Oh, you're on the right. I'm missing those over on the right there. Damn. That's the people who are already in. Sergio was already in. The C3 attack should be among forbidden openings. C3 attack. Yeah, everything that's related to the Pribble or check defense is banned. Three hours, yeah, that's a long game. Dude, I played an 8-hour tournament game before. And they're complaining about a 3-hour game. I played an 8-hour and a 6-hour tournament game in the same day before. Back to back. And these guys are babies complaining about a 3-hour game. Get some stamina. Let's see, how long does that take? 8 hours plus 6 hours, 14 hours continuous play. Starting at like 9 a.m. That doesn't make sense. If I have an 8-hour game at 9 a.m. Yeah, that finishes around 5. And then the second game would finish around 11 p.m. Possible. J-Dog, when do we start? We're starting soon. Let me in, I'm a sub, says GM Vivian. Twitch is not letting me type. This sounds suspicious. But it's very possible they are a sub. The name seems familiar, but I don't see them on the list either. I think GM Vivian Vivan is not on the list of challengers, which is that is a problem. 30-90. The old days of 40 moves 2 hours, 20 moves in 1 hour, and then sudden death in 1. So add it up. 8 hour sudden death. I'm probably exaggerating though. My longest game was probably like 7 hours and 45 minutes. If they were a sub, they could type. Good call, Mr. Coffee. Alright, so let's get some more players in here. 14 players. We need 11 more. Who else are subscribers? Move 11 got it. Joined us. Anyone else subscriber? Because I'm going to start taking random people. You have to promise that you'll stay for the whole game. Random people. Ooh, it's very hot in here. This is going to affect my play. Alright. You can't lose the London. The London system is banned. It's cool. You see, we don't have Mother's Day. That was last week. Not a problem here with the Mother's Day. Just in the United States, I guess. Alright, we'll take Botan. We let one Hungarian player play every week. What about Mirtasacker? Do you want to accept them? I don't know if Ruslan is a subscriber. But he always plays Bullet. Who else are we gonna accept? Did anyone ask nicely to play? I see you, sir. In Twitch now. I'm follow for Twitch. Subscribe YouTube. Igor Kachis. Igor Kachis was sort of polite. We'll let them play. Player Russia is here. Say hello. Hello. World Loser, welcome. Sergio Bosio is a premium chessable opening player. He's a commercial. Alright, how many players do we have? I accepted a couple of new players. We have a total of 18. Subatomic. Is anyone else a subscriber to my stream that would like to play? Let me know now. We've got to start this thing. Very hot in here. We had a couple of gift subs. My Twitch is like a abomination. It's impossible for it to reload. Accept Alpha, please. Should I trust Nefedov? He's been around. Accept Alpha. Man, I hope I'm alright. But, man, I don't know, I'm gonna have to check the lag here. We're trying to start 57 ping. Alpha. He's got enough games. You're feeling lucky? It's extremely hot. Chess House. Does he have enough games? I like to make sure people have at least 100 games to play. Please don't win or lose fast. J-Dog, I'm not great at chess, willing to learn. Extremely hot in here. Unbelievable. Alright. We've got 21 players ready to start. Four more to go. Last call for subscribers who are hiding. Whoa, what? I played in what? Some 40. Will played in some 40 and 2.5 hour tournaments. Man, it's really very hot here. Last call. Nobody's like, hey, I'm a subscriber, take me. Here's a player with lots of games. J-Dog. J-Dog, you're not going to leave on me. If you play, nobody's going to leave. Last call for subscribers. 2 places left. Is Sabu Tuma a subscriber? That name sounds kind of familiar to me. We played them twice before. Caspa Branca, hi. Dr. Trip Chance, welcome. 40 and 2, 20 and 1. That was standard, man. Not just for the US Open. Bispo Atu, please. King Petrosian. Not enough games. Casablanca is Bispo. This is a strong player. We played them once before. Alright. That's a strong player. High 2100s. Last call. Last call, last player. Don't anybody drop out? Guys, please. Pardon me. Please support the stream if you can. Thank you for the gift subs. I just don't accept players. Oh, World Loser's in the list. He's been so quiet. So our former mod, World Loser. Alright, that's 25. Apologies to those who don't get to play. We're starting. I'm going to press Z to do Zen mode. This week, Mr. Slowhand donated 2,200 bits. Astrobay 1,500. WJ Loof with 1,000. Thanks to all of you for donating, supporting the stream this week. If I can stay alive here. This is only May 9th, and I'm like extremely hot. It's like not a good sign. Can you spend bits on other websites? I don't believe so. There's an app for that. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm International Master William Pascal. Every week I do a 25-player simul here on lichess Classical. I try to mix up different openings to make it fun. What's the increment? 30 seconds. Is that enough time for a cigarette break? What happened? We had follows from Speedrun and Sup123. Mr. Slowhand earlier gifted a tier 1 sub to Sergio. And John Mack resubscribed. Chesper followed. If you guys can't support the stream by donating, just follow us. And follow me on my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Subscribe over there for free. Appreciate it. Oh, Nefidov's back a couple times recently. Last week he's had a couple draws here in the Simul. He seems faster and more solid than ever in our last couple of encounters. Oh no, Mr. Slowhand. I mean, someone on sound is not here. Need 2 minutes for your cigarettes? Someone on sound is not here. He was the guy who was playing the Dutch lately. You spent a whole weekend preparing as white to play the Aliakin against one of my peers? Peers? Anonymous Cheerer donated 100 bits. Thank you, Anonymous Cheerer. Let's try a Mexican defense for fun. I call it the Mexican defense. I guess it's referred to as like the Mykonos defense after the Lithuanian Grandmaster. Thank you, Anonymous Cheerer. Guys, welcome. I never played the close Sicilian, but what the heck. Once in a while I tried it out. I've been known to play the Grand Prix attack and the close Sicilian. I don't think I've played a close Sicilian since I lost to Emil Satovsky. I very rarely played it though, and I still don't know why I played it against him. John Mac TV just donated 1,000 bits. Massive. Thank you, John Mac TV. Bit donation leader for today. That's a huge donation. Thank you very seriously. Very, very much. Cockatieri's here. A little bit tardy. I have played the Grand Prix attack. But it also pisses me off when I'm black. I hate dealing with that. I hate all the anti-Sicilians. There is a close Sicilian. Maybe Morales? I don't have anything for Morales' latest stuff. Morales has beat me twice now in our favorite close Sicilian line. Don't give away your friends' openings. How to say in English what? The late first move? How you say it in English? I had to wash some stuff? Say what? How you say what? Alright. This could be Morales. I try to guess. This is my fun game for the Simuls. I try to guess who my opponents are. I might need an extra beer tonight. It's extremely hot. I'm trying to survive. No, I mean, he keeps getting reasonable positions with that C3 opening. Uber driver could be playing the black side of the Sicilian. Yeah, the C3 Sicilian. Whatever. Smith Gambit. We'll call it the Smith Gambit. I'm playing the Pierts. Oh no, I banned the London and I get a London. What are you doing? Why did I ban this opening? People are going to play it anyway. What is this? This has got to be Morales. Again? Maybe Asterbate's playing the London. I'm playing a rare Queen takes d5 Scandi, which I don't play normally. Morales could be like 4 different players here. He's got the most openings in play. Mr. Coffee, you haven't played in a while. Swidler became angry that you played the Grand Prix attack. Well, I mean, you gotta understand, it's like useless. When you're like Swidler, or even at my level, it's like useless, man. We don't get any practice by you playing the Grand Prix attack. Good players don't play the Grand Prix attack very much. So it's like disappointing for people who are professionals to play against openings like that, Dr. Shipchance. We're gonna, we're not gonna benefit by playing against that stuff. It's the same thing with the Smith Mora. Why do I get pissed that people play the Smith Mora? It's a waste of time for me. Masters don't really play the Smith Mora. So when Bosio or whoever plays it against me, this does nothing for me. I can't derive any benefit from that. Automatically, it's like I'm not going to learn, an opening or improve one of my openings that I'm ever going to play in a tournament game against someone good. So that's why he's probably disappointed. We want to play against like theoretical openings that could actually be something I could really use. I can't remember the last time someone played the white side of the Richter Rouser against me, which is probably one of the most important openings for me to have to face. For example, I would like to get to play like theoretical openings that are things I can learn from, not stuff that's common at club level. That I'll not face in an IM or GM or a Swiss tournament with strong players, likely. Yeah, I mean, London is kind of the same thing. But I find the London, unlike the Smith-Morra, I mean, the Smith-Morra and stuff, at least it's a little sharp. But the London is just, like, boring and not theoretically really interesting. Isn't there some way to set up thematic browser tournament? I mean, I've toyed around with the idea of doing a thematic tournament for the Tuesday nights. I don't know. If you can set up your own positions for thematic tournaments. Yeah, we have a lot of ambulances here. You don't get that in... That's cool. Because the ones they have that are listed are like kind of limited though. Schieberspieler, like making up your own position, or the ones that are listed? Can you actually like do a thematic any position that you choose? I didn't realize that. You can make it up. Oh wow. I actually did not at all have a clue you could do that. I thought there was just like a limited list of positions that you could choose from. We'll have to try it for one of the Tuesday tournaments. Modern browser joke. That could be another London system type of setup. Alright, here's our friend with a C6 obsession. Have you sought like professional psychological advice about the C6, C3? I can refer you to a good psychiatrist, but only here in Hungary or in the United States. I can't do referrals for like Spain. B Maximus? What? Is that you? I didn't think so. No, we have a player who plays this stuff. Sergio. Sergio? Not you, B Maximus. I didn't know you played C3 with white. Can we not talk about that guy? Alright. What am I doing? Even I don't allow the rouser. Who's playing the classical Sicilian with black? I've just run out of things to play against the King's India, and I'm completely befuddled. D3. Thanks to you guys who and girls and peoples and anonymous ghosts who donated to support the stream. John Mack, 1,000 bits. Anonymous Cheer, 100 bits. Thanks to all of you who followed. Good luck, everyone. Every one of you. Good luck. Good luck. F6. That's like the mirror image of C3. F6 obsession. That's like Ben Feingold Nightmare. The stuff of Ben Feingold's nightmares. I didn't see Naj Papa on the list. And he's always here. Yeah, I played Ben twice. One was a draw where I was white in a US championship game. It was like some kind of Slav. And then the second time he played the King's Indian, so I was white both games. I was better. I was up a pawn. And I offered him a draw because I wanted to hang out with a friend of mine. I was up a pawn. He didn't really have much compensation, but I just really, really wanted to spend time with someone I hadn't seen in a long time. So I was like, well, I have a choice between hanging out with my friend or trying to grind like Feingold down for like 3 hours. And I thought I'd rather spend time with my friend than with Feingold. So I offered him a draw. He was a little confused because, I mean, it was kind of weird to offer a draw up a pawn. He was kind of suspicious at first. And then he was just like, all right. But we haven't really played much. I mean, considering I played in a lot of tournaments where Feingold was there, we only ever faced each other twice. Isn't too much. So what is this bishop g5? Suspicious. Yeah, would you rather be with a friend or torture Feingold? What I was afraid of was that I would spend 4 hours trying to beat Feingold and then he would draw and I would miss spending time with my friend. You know, that would be like, that was my nightmare scenario. Like, he'll probably draw like after a really, really long game. Or the worst is like, I even like lose by overpressing. Who's playing the black side of the Catalan? Move 11? I don't think that's normally Move 11's system. Is Ben funny? I don't know him that well. He always tries to be funny, I guess. He was from like Michigan. I mean, I didn't live in the same region, so I never met him on a frequent basis. We played in some national tournaments. He was always sympathetic. I always got along with him fine. Mm-hmm. So the King's Indian, it does seem like the kind of person who's joking around a lot. He's sort of jovial, usually. Likeable. I need something new against the King's Indian. Greetings, Warnaki. Morales, you're just such a dead giveaway. Morales is so dedicated to his systems. Random info, in my country there's a lockdown for citizens, but foreign citizens can enjoy the beaches? Whoa. That's not right. Wait, what? Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. How can that be? Foreign tourists. Yeah. The Nefedov system. It's like a modified... Oh, in Turkey. Yeah, there's trying to keep the economy going for the tourism. It's a very tricky situation, but that's pretty messed up. What's your take on the semi-classical King's Indian? I wouldn't call it that. I would say that's a non-existent terminology. But my take on what you're talking about is that people with black don't know how to play that structure, unless they're really advanced. That's the recommended system, Mornaki, that like Axel Smith or whatever, the E3 Poison recommends. I think it has the effect that people don't know what to do with that structure. So there's some value to it. Definitely. Okay, so what do we do about Nefedov's setup here? I'm really unsure. I guess we play c6. That Grunfeld the last time I played against Ochotnik. And I just played e4 and allowed the endgame. I almost never played that, maybe twice in my life. But it was like board one for my team in the Hungarian team championship. I just wanted it to be solid. Alright, so what do we got? Knight f3 here. Knight e7 or knight c6. I guess you have to play knight e7 here. You guys are neighbors, practically. Alright. c4. I was reading a story today about people like trying to go to the UK or staying in Turkey to avoid having to go into quarantine or whatever. They fly by way of Turkey. I wish I could travel somewhere. Alright, bishop h4. So what are we doing? Like, British people are getting around their like quarantine rules with some trick by stopping in Turkey if they come from another country. So it's bad in a lot of places. Momentarily, I guess things are calming down a little bit here, but they're reopening a lot of stuff. Schools, terraces, restaurants. I'm concerned in Hungary that things could get worse because of reopening stuff. We'll see. I just want to get my vaccine, and I'm on the list, but I haven't heard anything yet. So chess organizers are going to start getting nervous if I don't get vaccinated before the end of the month, because I had promised to play in a tournament in July. We'll see how that goes. What am I supposed to play here? Bishop g4. I mean, White has like discoveries whenever he wants, or she wants, or he wants with knight e4. Who was that I talked to recently who played some sort of d3? I remember. Did this move not go through last time, or is that two games the same position? I'm not planning on visiting anywhere. I want to go back. I could get a vaccine in the United States, but I have to stay for a two-part vaccine. In order for me to stay for a two-part vaccine in the United States, I would have to like stay for 30 days. That's the problem. So I'm just gonna wait and not travel anywhere, I guess, for now. Yeah, well, I might have to go to Serbia. That's the backup plan. Yeah. Yeah, one of the chess players I know just got his one of the arbiters here. He's a dual citizen of Hungary and Serbia. Went to. I've been to Belgrade once. It was a long time ago. I used to have a friend there. I don't even know if he's still alive. I visited him like 20 years ago. The only time I ever went to Belgrade. But I mean, if I was going to go to get a vaccine, I would just go to like Subotica. Or Novi Sad or somewhere close to the border. So what's this B4? B4 is normal, right? Why am I afraid of C4 so much? My friend Suat Adalik is posting a lot of pictures from Novi Sad now. He's staying with Grandmaster Drazic, and I was checking out all these. They had like a barbecue yesterday in Novi Sad. That's really close to Hungary too. I know Swat because he used to play a lot in the United States. He was practically living there. We're playing 25 boards. So this bishop e6 followed by d5 is crazy. You know, there was a chess Olympiad in Novi Sad, 1988, I think. Maybe it was 88. Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was 88. I remember. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm not sure now. Yeah, bishop e6 and f6 is crazy. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Should I trade pawns? It's not so easy to refute this. Honestly, I don't know what to do. No, I do this all the time. Wow, we've transposed to the Najdorf. I have really no knowledge of this position. That was in 1990. Okay. I was thinking of... Okay, 1990. Long before my days of visiting Eastern Europe. Okay, so accepted Budapest Gambit. The standard. Have you seen Morales lately? I don't know where he could be. Ah, this is Asterbait. The time, you can tell by the time. He goes for like the 4-minute cigarette break. We can't allow him to play I can't play the Petrov. He's actually really good against the Philidor. This is a mistake. Here's a weird line. What happens here? 95? I had a training game once. I hope this isn't move 11, but it could be. Maybe I should have allowed Astrobate to play the Cochrane, actually. That would be better than giving him the Philidor, where he's actually really well prepared. Maybe I made a mistake there, Schieberspieler. Practical mistake. Oh, I played a couple blindfold games the other day, and I think I had one like this, where I hung a piece. Of course, like, I haven't played blindfold in like 20 years. I won the first game. It was a short game, and my opponent was like 1300. But the second game, of course, it happened. I eventually just forgot one of his moves. I thought white played a4. Guess the opening. Even in blindfold, they're playing the London. It was a London. I think both of my opponents, a 1500 and a 1300 player, both played the London against me when I tried to play blindfold. And sure enough, I like hung a rook because I misremembered one of his moves. We gotta practice the blindfold chess. It's been a while. So, what's weird about this position? Nothing. This is normal, I guess. Getting a lot of semi-Slavs. I guess his roommates don't like him smoking. A lot of people are like that. The modern world. Not allowed to do anything anymore. Maybe it's not allowed by their homeowners association. There's weirder things I've heard of. Alright. Let's see. So takes on a6. Why am I thinking about this position? Okay, normally I play d5. Why do I have so many games like this? You have to be politically correct. Why do people play bishop e5? See, that's what I'm saying. I can't get a normal rouser. The Langell-Bela variation. I looked at that position. It was like Langell-Bela, Langell-Bela, Langell-Bela. My former neighbor. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with two parents who were smokers, so I'm fairly tolerant, even though I used to smoke and quit. Sometimes former smokers are the worst. But maybe Astrobate's not allowed to smoke inside. I want to castle queenside, but I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna stick to kingside. It's a Simul. I'm playing many boards. It's probably better not to take any risks here. The one thing that bothered me a lot growing up with parents who smoked was smoking in the car. That's the one thing I really can't stand. Even though I used to smoke when I would drive, it's like, if the window's open, it's one thing. But if you like smoke in a closed car, I grew up with that. That was brutal. I smoked for like 15 years. But I quit several times. Okay. We've got... What is this? Closed Sicilian stuff. Standard. Wasn't it? One of you guys played this recently. Well, I quit smoking like 3 times, but always for a long period, like a year, 3 years, and then finally forever. It wasn't like quitting for a week or something and then starting again. I really seriously quit like for a long time, 3 times. But I just quit, you know, like just... What's that, Uber driver? I just cold turkey. The only way to do it, man. If Will made a list with 5 names on it, I would be there. He just wants to have fun. What are you talking about? What is that? What is C3, by the way? Asturbate's trying to be sneaky and like not get detected. Yay for quitting. Secret Asturbate. I've never seen this before. Just kidding. Why does this move order seem weird? Rook FD1, Bishop E7, E5, right? I have to play this. I'm not going to play, you know, Queen C7. Obviously. My mom smoked constantly. My father just not that much. So what am I planning here? I think Bishop B4 check is a move. We're going to go with the standard the standard treatment. Thanks. Blunder, strange blunder by black. With knight there. Well, this game has really just started. This can't be Asturbate, right? C4, knight f6, you never know. Asturbate, would you play symmetrical English? You wouldn't do this, would you? Allow a floor make initiation? Wow, black's really knowledgeable. Doing like bishop takes c3 check? Who is this? This must be a good player. I've played like similarly myself with black. My most recent game against Shoshbela, another Hungarian team championship game. I'm not sure if Queen C7 is a main move. Bishop E2. Well, now they have like alcohol from Chernobyl that the Ukrainian authorities seized, right? They're making some kind of liquor. Wow, D4. So it's like a Ponziani. This has to be move 11. Not too many people know this line. He joined the Simul, and I know that he plays that. I guess I should play knight g6 at some point. But when is that moment? You're supposed to play that. I don't want to encourage like h4 by white. I also saw a recent game where someone played a5 in a similar line. And if I'm going to play a5, I definitely want to do that like before I play knight c6 so I don't get hit by b5. So I guess this is a try. a5 for Warnacki. I remember losing this position with black against George Danner in Vegas. Austrian IM, who was an expert on that. He's still around. He's really aged. Known for his Hawaiian shirts and long hair. I always thought that was cool. He's a nice guy. Alright. We got... That's terrible, man. That's a terrible joke. It sounds like something from The Onion. Not a laughing matter. Alright. This opening is really bizarre. F6, Queen D6, and Bishop E6. All rolled into one. Now watch the long diagonal here. I guess we go E4. So this is a rare line, this knight C6. I thought I already made the move and it didn't go through. I guess we're trying out the Abatis system. Trying or trotting. We've already played this against my hero, someone unsound. Is there something about this move order? No, this is normal. Is this going to transpose to an F4 variation of the Najdorf? I guess so, right? Does this just transpose? I mean, should I play A4 though? Isn't that supposed to be a normal idea? On the other hand, it's too late for him to play B5. They don't normally do knight BD7, knight C5, and then B5. I guess I can wait. I don't like castling there. I wonder who this is. It's supposed to be a really strong player. Should I play H3 or H4? Who would know this black side of the classical variation so well? Nobody that I know from the regulars fits this description. John Mac TV, another 1,000 bits. High energy. Alright. I need more energy. 1,000 bit donation is encouraging. If I play H3, knight E5, then H4. Thank you, John Mac. What are we doing here? What was the last move? Castles. So I don't know. It's hard to decide between F4 and D4 for white. But F4 threatens F5. There's also just D3 developing. The moment of truth. The queen is not on the long diagonal. A7, G1. Is this Asterbate? Would Asterbate play Bishop E5? I'm starting to have doubts, honestly. Asterbate, who plays the Italian game with white, would he do that? Seems a little strange for him, no? When giving up smoking becomes depressive. You can get various drugs prescribed for quitting smoking. But I didn't have any need for that. I really had no problem. Every time I tried to quit, that's sort of a good joke too, isn't it? Every time I quit smoking, I had no problem. Alright, seriously. It's a joke. It's only a joke. thinking too much. I think it's harder for people who pair certain things with it. If you drink a lot and you try to quit smoking, you know, then you have to like quit drinking too, which is hard to do. You know, quit two things at the same time. Those people who drink and smoke are gonna have a hard time quitting. But every time I quit, I just quit without any patch or gum or anything. It's really not that bad. The London is banned. You guys are supposed to know that. Who is this offender of the rules? They put their bishop on the wrong square. You know, what is it with that? Why does everybody misplay the London? You're supposed to put your bishop on e2 against the fianchetto setup. Now your bishop's not protected. So I have just e5 here. e5, de5, de5, knight e5 wins. Bishop e5 is bad too. I had a game exactly like this. Is white just lost? No results so far. That's bad. That's really bad. But I have that tendency to think I have more time than I really do because of the new time control. World Loser plays a Najdorf, but this wasn't a proper move order. So it can't be him. It wasn't a Najdorf, but it became a Najdorf. Bishop f5, pawn f5. Okay. Who could this be? Seriously. I don't have anything new to add. Someone dropped a piece, though. Yeah, that's always a good sign. I don't want to close game, especially against f6, man. Notch Papa has played this several times against me recently. I lost to... Man, I keep thinking I lost to Igor Novikov in that. Maybe I did. If you believe something strong enough, it probably happened. I have this weird recollection of playing Novikov and losing in the Queen b3 Moscow variation. But the weird thing about it is I'm not sure where I played him. Because in my mind, it was like in Spain. But he never played in tournaments in Spain. So it's like funny how your memory plays tricks on you. You start remembering things, but with slightly different details as to how they really happened. I didn't play Igor Novikov in Spain. World Loser, but you don't play the Moscow variation that I can recall. C6 is an unusual move here. But I don't know this that well. That definitely changes the dynamic a little. What would George Danner do? What's your idea? To play for like Queen b6? But the whole point is to not castle. That was like the advantage of his move order. Now I can castle though. Because the damage has been done. Black has played c6. True. Good suggestion, Antonio. Alright, Queen d4. goes into the twilight zone. Or I could play queen c6 with a tiny endgame advantage. Like, is this even good? I mean, queen d4, knight f6, e4, a6. What is this? Is this even good? Yeah, I'm not sure. Queen d4, knight f6, e4, threatening bishop b5. Black plays a6, and then what's the point? What am I doing? Like e5? My queen is in a very strange spot for no good reason. I think I'm going to keep this simple. Well, they pre-moved. Oh, Gina's not here. b4, now that's highly suspicious. That is so sus. This is like someone trying really hard to impersonate Asterbate, but it's almost like too believable. Asterbate, would you really play b4? Would even Asterbate really play b4 in that position? Man, that's hard to believe. He loves b4. Yeah, it's like he's trying to pretend he's not him or something, is what it feels like. I think this is him. Nobody could impersonate that well. He's the real Asterbate. See? Who's the imposter? It's Asterbate. Life. Imitating life, man. You're trying too hard to not be yourself. With a c3 and then you gave it all away. He played bishop b5 and c3 to try to disguise himself, but he couldn't resist the b4. It's ridiculous. That's crazy, man. How does he do it? Now a4. It's probably not a bad move. I don't think Bela, the late Bela, ever played it. But okay, maybe later. We got Asterbate out of the way, and now Antonio, he's just face up, man. Antonio just plays face up. He did trick me once. So we got 2 out of the way already. We're still discussing theory there. What just happened? Black played e5? Whoa. That smells like a mistake, but who knows? And now the Smith-Morrow theory. I've had this game with Summon on Sound and other people. Alright. Now what? Structural advantage long term. But it's not so simple. What would Peter Svidler say about this position? Bob! I ran into Bob on another stream, Art Vega, the other day, on my day off. It was good to see a familiar face. How are you doing, Bob? Bob has good taste in chess streamers. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Asterbate, you're too predictable. Yeah, Art Vega is cool. Alright. We were playing in the same classical tournament the other day, but I can't hang out for I can't do those 6-hour tournaments. On my night off, it would kill me. So we got bishop g5. Okay, this is the old Kasparov system. Alright, this is the Abadas defense. He's not here. No, that's Vince Vega. Mr. Coffee. Getting your Pulp Fiction wrong. Stick to Star Trek, buddy. Alright, so I think this is like Vincent Vega. John Travolta's character from Pulp Fiction. I don't know, I have this like Street Fighter character. Mortal Kombat? Was there? I feel like there was something with Vega in Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Is that my imagination? Does anyone else have any recollection of that? One of the bosses. Okay, he was the Spanish guy in Street Fighter. I wasn't sure exactly what his name was. So this has got to be Notch Papa. That's 3. But you guys are so predictable. It's ridiculous. 3! Got Notch Papa. How does Notch Papa always get the Blumenfeld? I played the Blumenfeld like... Okay, I've played like 5 Blumenfelds in the last year, and they were all against Notch Papa. Or like the Grunfeld, I've played 4 times in the last like 16 months, and like 4 out of 5 times was against Amiiboid, you know? It's like I'm playing completely random people, and the same people always end up with the exact same opening. How does that happen? That's really messed up. I'm not playing these openings that often, you know? Oh, this looks dangerous for black. Wow. He just castled into the space side. Yeah, I played the Grunfeld. Okay, well, I'm talking about like Simul games. I guess I've played a little more in Blitz. Yeah, against you. Like, seriously, 3 out of 4 of my last Blumenfelds are Simul games against Notch Papa. How does that keep happening? I don't know where Mr. Slowhand is, but I don't know if would he play the King's Indian like this? Black's position looks sus. I mean, knight c6 is one thing, but knight c7. Why knight c7? Like, that's weird. I don't think this can be Mr. Slow. I mean, World Loser, do you play crazy random moves like that? Would you play this? Not really. Is that your style? I don't think this is someone that I know. I really don't know who this could be. And now I have no clue what to do. I mean, after knight c7, what is White supposed to do? I guess we like move the A pawn or something. Try to play for b4. Is he going to take and play b5? Is b5 an issue? Should I play rook b1 at some point? That's his plan? He still can't do it yet. Where should I move my knight, Astrobate? The summon on sound. I don't understand. Oh my god, what? So I do have 2 of the exact same position? That's impossible. I don't believe that. That's impossible. I thought that was like just the same game. That's impossible. There's no way. Are these people trolling me? How could I possibly have that same position twice? That's extremely unusual. I don't believe this is possible. Weird. That's just super weird. I really thought it was the same game where the computer just like made me take back my move or something. That's crazy. It's a Grunfeld. It's an anti-Grunfeld. It isn't English, technically. Yeah, but I mean, what's the chance of having two of those back-to-back? And an extremely rare variation. You know, there's that thing that people sometimes do in Simuls where they like copy each other. Right? Could they be like copying each other's games or something to try to troll me? What is the chance of that? That's really unusual. Bishop h6 can sometimes be played in these sort of structures. But I'm not going to do it. Acerbate. Speaking of c6, what do I do? This could get crazy, like c6, c4, b5. Joseph Henry Blackburn. Recommended it first. Now this is Peter Svidler for sure. Who could this be? Who are Grunfeld players in the midst? I mean, this is the other thing. I haven't had anybody like doing... I haven't had an anti-Grunfeld against anybody in like 8 million years, which is really weird. We don't have a lot of players in the stream who are playing the Grunfeld against me on a regular basis, so chances are it's not a reg. I never get the queen move right. I've played both in that position. Knight to d2. Cookie Rooks just gifted tier 1 sub to Jordan. You're 934 in classical. 9:34 a.m. Oh, Morales. He was just looking at the other line. But we'll try. Wait, what? Development. Yeah, so I had the exact same game already with the same player before. Okay, so here we have two options. Black's played too quickly. Really three options, but I don't think bishop d5 is that convincing. So knight takes, queen e6, knight c7, or the pawn takes with a positional. This is like strategically winning, and then taking with the knight is likely to be materially winning. We'll keep it simpler. WJ Loof, happy chess day. Is it chess day today? I was wondering what day it is. It's Mother's Day in the United States, WJ Loof. But in Hungary, that was last week. So we can't say it's Mother's Day for me, but it is for you. Nefyadov, this is guess number 4. 4 out of 4. Four for 4 on guesses. I'm going to guess down till the hour mark, max. We're going into Farago Shandor mode with Queen C7, I guess. V-Day? Today is V-Day? My dad, unbelievably, was in World War II. Invasion of Normandy. He would have been 96 last month. All right. I guess I'm going to take with the pawn here. I wonder who that is. Could that be someone we know? Padron Antoni, good to see you. And Tony, well, there's no option to take with the queen in this position. Wow, his U-boat failed. It took 3 days for him to get rescued. Wow, what is that about? So black is really cooking rooks. This is suicide for black. Like, literally. I mean, I was just really trying to kill him there anyway. This has to be crushing for white. Putting it wrong. Putting it mildly. I thought the same thing, but I wasn't saying anything. It's possible, right? He's an immigrant. I don't know. I didn't want to say anything. I just let I let everything fly here. I don't second guess anyone. I guess it's time to get developed. Alright, so is this move 11? Let's guess move 11. Duh, 5. Wow, that's so sad. Dying from COVID at 97. You made it that far. Well, my relatives were German on both sides, and my dad fought against the Germans in World War II. So it's whatever. You know. We've got A4, grabbing space on the queen side. Maybe that's going too far. I'm supposed to play this. I think A4 is too slow here. You don't want to be a POW in the desert, probably. Egypt makes me think of desert. That doesn't sound like much fun. Though being a POW in general doesn't sound like fun. Move 11 is giving position 11. Move 11 is playing the Karyakin. Guard tower. He was given to drinking too much on his shift. So what are we going to do? B4. Oh, okay. I wonder who this is, right? That's a good classical Sicilian player. I went through all this old stuff, my family history. We have a massive amount of stuff, but it's all in my storage unit. It's so sad. Don't have time to really study it. There's no time. Alright, we need to think here. What am I doing in a pseudo Najdorf? Rook d1 wants to be played. It's calling out to me. d5 square in the Sicilian. Mr. Bill. We could just play knight d5 and occupy. Speak of all this war. Victory Day and all the talk of war. Chess is a battle. It's like a... It is war. It's a strategy game very similar to the literal thing. And occupying the d5 square is the key idea in this opening. But if I play knight d5, I like my game, but it's still not a developing move. That's the thing that holds me back there. Jordan, it's normal to lose a chess more than you win when you're rated 900. Way more people are higher rated than you at this point. Don't let that discourage you. That's the way it's supposed to be in the beginning. If not, then you're not playing strong enough opposition. The Smith Mora expert. I'm gonna clamp down on the square here. E5. Don't like that E5 square. So now the question is, what do I do? Knight D5, Knight B5, Knight A4, Knight B1 is a subtle way of winning a piece. Maybe. It's aesthetically pleasing to play knight to B1. Black does have bishop takes F2 check, but that shouldn't be a big deal. There is knight E4, however. Knight B1, knight E4, B4, or bishop takes C5 followed by B4 looks quite good. So winning the piece with a retreat, knight B1. All right. Now, thanks to all of you for watching. No one wants to be a pawn. All right, whatever. I mean, I'm going to go to the open file. The Yabata system. He's not here today. He did have a game very similar to this that we looked over, I remember. Okay, I'm supposed to play knight f6, so... What's to think about here? The one thing I didn't want to do was play knight g6, because it's just like a harbinger of h4, h5. However, now that he's placed the bishop on d3, if knight g6, I can go knight f4 at some point. Knight g6, h4 anyway, knight f4. There's also f6. Knight c5 is kind of the natural move. And what's my d7 knight gonna do here, realistically? Do you have a Greek gift sacrifice? Bishop takes h7, king h7, knight g5 check. Am I walking right into that? Knight c5, bishop h7 check. King takes, knight g5, king g8, queen h5. Can you say, uh-huh? You're walking right into that, man. So, I'm seriously... I can play king g6, but... Man. That's crazy. So I guess I have to play this. Knight g6, h4, and then like f6 or something. No games are over, right? Do we have any results? The Morales. Learning from my mistakes. h6, I don't like it on principle. Other than that, it's great. There's like a weird construction sound. What I thought was a construction sound, but it's Sunday. Who is this player, dude? Dudes. Must be a strong player. Now they're getting sharp, though. Maybe it's over the top. I mean, wow. So knight c3, queen d2, knight b4. Some craziness. Black doesn't care about development. No care about development. How's my development, actually? Not great either. Wow, this is pretty wild. Who could this be? They've used like no time. Who is that? The Nefedov system. Controlled chaos. Pre-move. So I just want a piece here. Black's playing way too fast. Yeah, I mean, you're playing too fast for the time control. But the problems are mounting. Wonder who this is. I guess I have to push at this point. It's a crazy King's Indian. This is like scary player. I don't know what's going on here. They're also playing insanely fast. Queen f4. Never seen that, and I don't want to see it again. So this is a known position, and white like tanked and then didn't take. How does it go? Is it a known position? Maybe I'm confusing something. Maybe I've got my positions confused. Guess I've got my positions confused. F6. Does F6 win a piece? Bishop H6, G5. F6, Bishop H6, G5. F6, Bishop H4, G5. You guessed it, G5. Yeah, I wonder if I got a little bit excited here. I think this is good though. I'm not sure. It's weird. We have a huge attack in this position. Weird game though. I'm going to stop a piece here. C5. Positional idea. Wow. Pretty deep. I was going to castle with my queen. This is amazing. Play by black. So now rook c1 and everything's piled up on the c file. Wow. I mean, it's basically just a weird King's Indian. I could play b6, it doesn't slow it down. Maybe this is World Loser. I'm gonna guess this is World Loser. No, it's Sumaher. It's a good guess though. World Loser plays d4 a lot. Could be him. Alright, I've got 5 guesses right. You're really piling up on the c file, leaving your king in the center. It's creative. I guess I'll castle. Whoa, with the queen a5 and bishop e6 guy. This isn't World Loser, is it? Now I'm going to guess this is World Loser. World Loser played the thing with f3 against me. It just occurred to me. So I'm going to go on this crazy limb. I think everyone is World Loser. It's cooking rooks. But he insisted on playing f3. It just reminded me of that. I'm like, maybe he's trying to do it with black or something. You know, he's willing to play crazy stuff. It wasn't an unreasonable guess. We found cooking rooks instead. Not a reliable opening there, rook. Rook cooker. Maybe I've gone too far this time. As I said earlier, did World Loser run out of time? Seriously? Maybe like disconnected? It's possible there's some confusion. Guys, I'm gonna have to start guessing the rest of the players soon. I'm wondering about my bishop. Maybe I shouldn't leave it there. This position is getting weird. Right. Did I already show who that is? Something happened with World Loser's connection, I guess. He thinks it's his turn, but it wasn't. It was my turn, but it wasn't. All the time he was like waiting for his move, and apparently the conception has led to him losing on time. Is that right? Because I'm not looking at the games. I'm on Zen mode. I can't verify this. I'm just trusting you guys. You can't play. The kid's jumping all over you. That's what Morales... He's stronger with the baby. That's no excuse. Cats and children. I've heard it all before. E5. Knight d5. Take. Knight d4. It's never lichess's fault. Nothing is ever lichess's fault. Who is this player? Like, they're extremely strong. Is this a 2100 player from Brazil? It has to be a really strong player. No, this is Chess House from Japan. He's playing like the black side of this really, really well. Wow. Maybe it's good for me, but it's a scary position. I thought it was the 2150 player. I was really scared in that position. I'm gonna have to like guess. I have 9 minutes to guess, and then we're gonna leave the guessing for another day. Presumably, this is another strong player. I don't know. Their structure is not really favorable, however. So I misguessed. Well, player, I didn't know his name. What is me doing? E5. This is Nefedov, right? We already saw that. Knight g4, bishop f4, e5. Sorry, world loser. I don't know what happened. Some kind of connection thing. I certainly don't want to win like that. The browser trick. Opponent offered a draw. Oh, this was a London. This doesn't win a piece. I had the exact same game the other day. That's messed up. Right? Wow. There comes the C file. Now that's a C file. And this is Naj Papa. We already know that, right? I've guessed 5 people. It looks like that's it. Black is trying to castle. Not very nice. Okay, this is Astrobate. We know that. How about the queen side? What's up with my knight? I guess I should castle. Astrobate's got the diagonal, though. Morales. Another game we know. I need to just develop my pieces here. So this ends up being Chess House. I liked his opening play. It looks like he's playing too fast. You know, I played this for black too. Very similarly. You had interesting chances there, but are playing too quick. Now I knew move 11, right? So who is this? Black side of the Catalan. Chef Master? This is Bispo. Okay, so this was the player I was saying that was 2150 from Brazil. You know, to know this line, you have to be a pretty strong player to play this kind of setup. It's like a sophisticated anti-Catalan formation. I couldn't guess who this was, but you know it's got to be a fairly high-rated player playing black here. I don't know. Take care, World Loser. Thanks for joining us anyway. Who is this? Wow, okay. This is a weird game. Knight takes d5. Man, this player is like ultra aggro. Ultra aggro. Wow, move 11 played... He played h4 anyway. So knight f4? I don't understand. Knight f4, bishop f1? Like, knight f4, bishop h7 isn't going to work anymore. Move 11 is not really doing the development thing here. F6 is interesting too. F6, H5. I don't know. F6 he takes en passant. I guess that's the idea. Opening up his B2B. B2B. So if knight f4 you go back with bishop f1, that has to be his idea. But I have queen c7. Then I'm going to fall into the old Greek gift again. Does that work though? Queen c7, h5, knight e5, bishop h7? No. Still looks dangerous. F6. I still like f6. I just feel like that's the right move. I'm going to go with my gut instinct. Acer. How's my knight doing? How's my knight doing? Where's my knight? I want my knight in the game. You're hurting my knight. Oh. There goes the queen side. I really don't know what to do. The end game is upon us. Just develop the pieces and hopefully something good happens. Who is this psycho? Black is like psycho. Who is this? Who could this be? Alright. It has to be a good player who's very, very aggressive. I don't know. I mean, Mr. Slowhand doesn't play the Grunfeld, does he? I'm going to guess Mr. Slow. It's B Maximus, of course. It had to be a really high-rated player to be so psycho-aggressive. Very sophisticated. I think I'm already lost. Interesting. I don't understand what's happening here. Knight f4, queen d7. Buy some glasses. That would be my recommendation. Man, I can't believe white dropped a piece here. The whole point is that you can play bishop g5 and not lose a piece. That was lucky for me. I had the exact same position the other day. The London system. My most hated enemy in chess. Could I take on c6 there? What? What did you just do? You're sacrificing a piece? What? What just happened? Bijak, did you sack a piece and resign? Did I hallucinate? That just happened? I think Bijak just sacrificed a piece and resigned. Maybe it was a mouse slip? Something along those lines? Man, I hate this type of setup, honestly. Who plays this with white like this? So g5 wins a piece. What would Stockfish do? It's a strange game. I feel like I made the wrong rook recapture. I mean the wrong recapture on a6, but that was always my game plan in this line. But it does its job. So what do I do now? There was some moment of like e5 I had in a previous game. What would happen if I traded pieces? This opponent is something of a madman. There are certain dangers here. So it's not safe to come out of the water yet. The king is in a scary position. Black has threats. It's bizarre. Rook d1, knight b4. Very strange play by my opponent here. I don't know what to do. c3 maybe? Defending. Against said threat. Black just lost a piece now. I mean, this is too much. Too much or not enough. Overthinking the situation, Jordan. Just play chess and enjoy it, and you're going to get better. Stress yourself out too much. B5. Yes. Bishop G6 was played. So what do I do? I don't know. Left out trading. Stabilizing. Rook takes. That was move 11. Inspired by some of Botvinnik's best opponents. Damn, who is this? This is Psycho. This is weird. That's gotta be, you know who? Chef Master. It's gotta be. Who else to play like that? The totally bizarre opening. Bishop E3 is some sort of weird B5. Did I guess this? Is this Mr. Slow? Wow. With a weird knight C7. I didn't think it was you, but that's 6. Alright, I gotta quit the guessing soon. He's got the weird setup going on with knight C7. Maybe you mentioned this once, or we had one game once. I don't remember. Bishop E3. Well, whatever. I mean, if you want to play B5, you can play B5. I'm not like worried about it. I guess we'll go here. It's possible that Uber Driver is too dogmatic. Wait, why can't I take here? What about knight takes? Knight takes, pawn takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Well, I better do it. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight g5. What? Knight takes e5. Queen takes there, knight g6. Bishop f2 check. Alright. Rook f6. The exchange sacrifice has been gaining popularity lately with Stockfish, but I don't think it's anything special in this position. We're going to get outplayed strategically. Black choose 5 minutes. He doesn't fear the rook exchange sack. Apparently, that doesn't scare him. He's got it all worked out. Anyway, doesn't fear me. It doesn't fear me. Anyway, it's overrated. Nefidov. The open file. can't play castles. And I don't like bishop c4. This is weird. He's got these systems he's used for like 30 years that are so reliable. He's still playing them. Never quit. Man. Oh, what am I going to do with him? B5? Yeah, let's do it. Don't have to be afraid of everything. Wow. So this is a game where black is down a piece? Black is down the exchange. Weird. Thanks everybody for tuning in and playing today. Who could this be? Who could this be? Don't know. It's a very strange way to play the white side of the Sicilian. Honestly. That's like... feels like Ruslan, but it's too slow. Is this Tezek? Mertesacker. Okay. He always plays a weird game. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back from a very important mission. So, no more guessing games, I guess. Give me that. Mr. Slow. He has his special system Not exactly sure how to handle this. It's very strange. I've never seen anyone play like this with black in the Petrosian system. I don't want my queen ending up on A1 in this type of formation, I guess. The London. So this is Chef Master? No, this is Amoeboid. Of course. Alright. Of course. Crazy, bizarre opening. Very strange. Check. I apologize for the ambulances. Usually it's a little calmer here by this time. You're going to hear more ambulances with the hot weather. So what's the material count? I am up a piece. So if queen d6... I could just play knight takes c3. I mean, seriously? That's kind of good. I'm up a piece here. Why complicate? Speaking of Mr. Slowhand, now I know what it feels like to have your knight on c7. I don't know, B. Maximus, you seem pretty strong. This is concerning me, that pawn structure is dangerous. I mean, white has used no time for the whole game, right? This is standard policy. Am I blundering here? I mean, I'm already losing a piece. Bishop e5, I'm losing it back. That was part of the plan. Not that there was a real plan. This is really bizarre. Alright. So Nefedov, the classic Nefedovian, it even has its own name. It's called a Nefedovian move. A3. I'm gonna get rid of this. I can't guess names. So we guess like 6 people, but I've got to move along. I can't be losing time. The Nefedovian A3 may be his favorite move in the game of chess. A3. Typical move for this character. Oh, you castle queen side. Yikes. A sure way of surviving. Bishop b6 a little stronger than bishop e4. You might want to be accurate here. J-Dog. Whoa. Alright, what happened next? F5. Dr. Dynamic 2441. There's like incredible stuff going on here. And white is down a piece in this position. That was Chef Master. He fell into a trap. Alpha is defending after that initial blunder, but he's hanging in a really annoying way here. I mean, do you ever need to use time or anything? Bocio used no time for the whole game now. Anyway. I'm just losing a pawn. I don't understand what this opening is. This is like trolling me. It's insane. It's absurd. Rook e8. Really? When is the minimum draw offer? I did once beat a Meeboyd in a game. Yeah. Now I'm losing with white in like 10 moves. Whatever. Try not to take it too seriously. Yeah, I mean, you should probably resign there. Okay, so now what do I do? Pawn f5. Meeboy gave me a draw. He's better. I don't know. I don't know why, but I'll take it. Now, Morales suspiciously trading queens. No, this player is... It's weird. I mean, he like blundered horribly. Right? Now he's building his position back. Sometimes chess is just like really frustrating. It's extremely hard to finish positions off. that you think should be like easy to win? I wonder what S. Garcia's over the board rating is. He seems to get stronger. He's very solid now. You can always try begging. Amoeboid White was better. That's unbelievable. I mean, it looks like I'm down a clear pawn, doesn't it? I don't know. Did I miscount the pawns or something? I don't get it. How am I better in that position where you have like no weaknesses and I'm a pawn down? I don't understand. Bob will help you out. That's just sheer luck. If I had an attack there. Very strange game here. I don't understand this position. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. I'm just going to play like b6. It's passive. I'm changing my plan. I should have played this last move. Tactics. Move 11 with a Nimzabichian blockade, perhaps. Another ambulance. For you ambulance lovers out there. We have a lot of them here. We even have an emote. Well, I should say it's a subscriber badge or whatever. Because we love ambulances so much, we even have a subscriber badge. Yes. Alright, Alpha just gotta slow down, dude. It's a classical simul. You still have your initial 20 minutes. Your down material doesn't look good. Well, Morales has analyzed this at home. Mommy, I don't feel safe anymore. But I have bishop e5, bishop g5, rook g8, followed by, if he tries to take, I just smash him with like bishop takes f6, rook takes g2 check. So I guess like bishop e5, bishop g5, rook g8, h4. What's going on there? Is bishop e5 really a bad move? Knight f6 first? Does that even do anything? Bishop takes f6. Yes, it does. Then bishop g5. So I think I have to play f5 for lack of a better move. B Maximus. You're making me nervous, man. To be honest. You're too good. Too strong. You're too strong. You're like massively strong. You're 2473 in rapid now? Dude, that's crazy. What's with the 2473 rapid? That's like higher than me. He was just lucky. He had some good pairings. You're gonna be in the top 50 list. Now, if you weren't old, you'd be in good shape. Now, move 11 goes into Nimzovich lockdown mode. I don't care, man. I'm a pawn up. I mean, this is actually not bad at all. Right? What's he going to do to me? Famous last words. No, this is decent. Is there any point in queen g4 versus queen h5? Attacking less stuff? What could possibly go wrong? That was Custer's exact last words. Right? No more negative thoughts, or we're going to have to time you out for depressing the whole stream. Alright. b5, c5. Knight takes d5. We can't mess around with Astrobate here, dude. I don't like what you're doing to my pawn structure. I'm going for it. Uber driver never reveals info. Once he offered to, but it wouldn't be fun that way. Oh my god, he has some sick defense there. No. So, I guess I'm castling kingside. Just when you thought I was going the other way. You see, this is why I don't like to play classical Kings Indians. It's just a headache. Knight b5. Can I do that? Like, sort of Petrosian-esque. a5. Okay. Yes, this is like playing Levon Aronian or something now. It's getting to that point, I think. Pretty much. And I played king h2. Am I normal? Was that a good move? Why did I play king h2? I guess we have to play a3. What? Clown chess. Well, my bishop's going to have to move, right? You don't mind, do you? Alright. What's Astrobate doing? So I was going for this weird endgame. Because queen trades are always welcome. So check this out. What? Oh my god, dude, you're kidding me, right? Like, initially I could see that exchange sack, but now you're even doing it. Later stage as well. Stockfish is all over that. It loves exchange sacks like that, the new version. I just have a study of them now. I don't know, masturbates trying to play for a mate in 1. Do you have a mate in 1 somewhere you can do? The pawn. Pawns, yes. I expected this. I actually anticipated this move. Very difficult, I know. But I thought we'll play bishop c7. I don't know if I want to, though. I mean, honestly, his pieces are pretty good here. We've got to be very thoughtful about this. Maybe I should take and be worried that I might not even be better. Bishop c7? Dude, his pieces start to just, like, dominate me. Although b5 is hanging. Bishop's rest. His knight has seen better days. It's an old Emery Tate game. I mentioned that the other day. Knight a8, triple exclam. His favorite move against me. Got better and better every time you analyze the game. Started out as like interesting, then it was like double exclam, then reached triple exclam level shortly after. How's my center doing? Center's important, right? I have knight d4, threatening knight c2, and knight e2 check. But do I have time for that? Not really. Knight d4, knight c3. Knight d4, knight e4. Sorry. Knight d4, knight e4. The plan was to try to protect my pawn. My little pawnies. I'm really not a brony. It's just a joke. f5. But Nosh Papa is extremely strong. f5. Rook c8, rook a5. f5. Rook c1, I mean, rook c8, whatever. f5. I guess I should play it, I don't know. f5. Knight takes e4, pawn e4, rook c1, rook a5, knight c3, king e7. It's a move, right? I am really concerned about the strength of this opponent. Look at this opening. And now I blundered. I should have taken with the pawn. After knight takes, it's unbelievable. Black is okay. That's insane. I should have just sacked the exchange here. I just keep making like bad move after bad move, like 100 bad moves in a row. But it's like playing Gingy now. Oh yeah. More and more geniuses these days. They're getting very prevalent. Rook g8, g3. Rook g8. Can't hurt to play rook g8, right? Move 11. Allowing the rook takes f3. That doesn't work. Okay. Nizovich Jr. Bail. So close. I don't know if anybody can win the game against Mr. Slowhand. Is my queen trapped yet? No, but we are up a piece. His bind in the center, I mean, the control of the central squares is the key here. Rook f3 now is a potential exchange sack, but I mean, he could just take on b6. Am I better there? Rook f3, pawn f3, and then play bishop c7. If you want to play for a win, I guess that's the way to do it. Rook f3, sack the exchange, he takes on b6, but it's a double-edged position. You know, I'm not really into that. I would take a rep here. Whoa. Masturbate with knight c3. Defending the key central pawn. He has outside majority. Nimzovich again raises his ugly head. Man, there'll be tactics with knight takes c5 if I go there. My god, dude. I'll just have to allow it. Knight e8. This is total Emiratate. Knight e8, triple exclam. No, knight b5. I'm serious now. Knight b5. Knight whatever. Let's just do it. Black needs to slow down. That's just bullet chess. d4. Am I crazy? I'm really crazy. I'm going to play d4. Pawn takes f6. That's absurd. d4, pawn f6, pawn e3, pawn e7. No, I have to do this. This is like perfect games. Perfect game. Variation. You're even stronger than someone on sound. He has 4.5 out of 5. Like, will it be like 20-1, or at what point will it cease to be possible? Queen c7. He's already calculated that out. It's a better endgame for white. After the perfect calculation of Queen c3. Like, I accept I might lose to a computer in this position, or Anatoly Karpov, but I'm not going to lose to humans in this kind of ending. Unless they were at least like 25-75 FIDE. Computer would probably grind me down. Karpov. But it would still be... It's a draw. It's a draw. If you play correctly. White shouldn't really be better. Strange game. Maybe b6 and a5 has to be played at some point. but it's strange. Take there, take. Yeah, that's actually a blunder for me. I think Bosio is actually stronger than International Master Mark Esserman. Slightly. But I don't think that Esserman would get 4.5 out of 5 against me in my simuls, honestly. Like, probably... He might get to, like, 3.5. Possibly 4, but he would never get 4.5. Doubtful that he would score as well as you in simuls against me. And he's like 24, 30 FIDE. Queen c8, maybe. Queen c7, yeah. I have to fight for a draw here. Grovel. The game will come out like perfect game by black. This is another very tough, unbreakable position. Did I drop a piece yet? Rook takes f3 doesn't work, does it? Rook f3, queen f3. Alright, I'm going to get in time pressure soon. Ruslan strangely used time in the simul. It's very uncharacteristic. Alright, I gotta play fast now. As opposed to slow. Masturbate with the tactical solution. Masturbate's style is changing. I don't know if that's good. His style has been changing a lot lately. I like the old Asturbate. You promised to go back to your old style once COVID's over, right? This positional Asturbate isn't really fun. Okay, you played a weird opening move. The b4 was the old Asturbate, but now you're morphing back into the new Asturbate. Anyway, enough speculative talk. Oh, he found it. Imagine that. Let's see. Queen c3, pawn c3, knight c6, bishop c6, pawn c6, king e2, king f8. So it's some kind of winning king and pawning game he's already calculated without even thinking. It's unbelievable. Dude, you're just too strong to be in my simuls. I mean, seriously. What do you expect with 3 hours for thinking of over 2,000 lichess players? Actually, Sergio, the average Centipon loss for a game where like 2,500 level players play is far below what I'm seeing in these simul games. The average Centipon loss for my like long tournament games where I had like 6 hours thinking time was probably like in the 30s. Sometimes games with 40, 50, 60 Centipon loss. Are you serious? Dude, I have 7-hour games where the quality is lower than the simul games what I play here. With IMs and GMs. Are you really serious? Do you believe that? Do you think like every game should be like 15 CPL or something? That's not realistic. Most games are actually much lower quality. I don't think so. It's not even close. Most of my turnip games, if you put them in the engine and analyzed it, games far longer than this, and the Centipon loss is way higher. 30s, 40s. You're totally off base, actually. In this game, it's true that Bosio has an opening knowledge pretty deeply, but in most cases, that's not really to be expected. It's true, this particular opening he knows. And I've had other games against strong players. But you're off base. You're not supposed to have quality games that level consistently every single game with not even like IMs who are with 6 hours of time are going to play consistently without any sort of blunders or mistakes. It's actually on the rare side. It depends on the position, but I don't agree. This game, maybe because of the opening, is understandable. But it's like 5 games, man. I have a half point out of 5. Are you serious? B5? Black's play is... He's also got 50% against me. But what is your over the board rating? I mean, if you're like 2200, it's believable. 2150. If you tell me like your over the board rating is 1500 or something, I'm not believing it. I'm getting like positionally crushed. By people who are supposed to be weaker than me. At that point, it becomes suspicious. Alright, I have to sack here to try to stay alive. He offered a draw. King e7, king d6. King e7, rook c1, king d6. This is an interesting position. I'm down a pawn, though. I think I have compensation, but I'll take the draw. Objectively, that is probably equal. Here I'm up a piece. This is like another crushing position where he played like a genius. I mean, these games are better than my like tournament games against people who are like 2300. You're 1650 FIDE. Dude, you play like a master. It's just that you're handicapped by that opening. It makes you look like you're not a master a little bit. But people who are 1650 FIDE don't have like 5 and 5 against me. There's pretty much no way. That's unbelievable. Like in itself. I would just like win normally, maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe you're just like really underrated or something, but I don't believe that you can be 1650. You're just too strong. It's like playing God. I'm just going to resign this game. There's no way I'm going to have a chance there. I mean, seriously. I've been doing this for 5 years. I know how strong people are relative to their ELO ratings. If a 1650 has like a 50% score against me, there's something wrong. Either with their rating or with the play. So it might just be a rating. But you're basically a master strength player with a 1650 rating, which is not normal. Even not playing, you know, a good opening, and you're still doing really well. I mean, I didn't mean to accuse you of anything specific. I just think that it's. I'm thinking you're gonna say you're 2150 or something like that, but you're telling me that your FIDE rating is 1650, and you're beating me almost every game, or you know, better. It's weird. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. Alright, so this game I thought I was lost against B Maximus, honestly. But I thought he was coming to the file. For example, like Rook B8, King C2, Rook B2 check, King C3, Rook B1, and I get pinned fatally on the back rank. Maybe there's some way I can survive that. I'm lucky if I get a draw there. Astrobate, though, played this well, but I think at the end of the day, I give the piece back. What's happening here? Alright, Acer, what's up? Queen C5. This is like, let me guess. His rating is 1825 FIDE. Is that what you're gonna tell me next? Bosio is 1825. Or what? It's ridiculous. There's no way. It's like a perfect game by White. Systematic like Karpov was playing. I don't know what people think. I don't care. If you tell me he's 22 under FIDE, I accept his result against me. But otherwise, it's way out of proportion. Asterman couldn't do that well. I'm serious. F6. Let's see. I've been through all this before. What do we got? Knight D3. Asprey, take your time. You got 8 minutes. You've got 8 minutes. Don't play for cheapos. I think Asprey gets nervous. Now, could we win against Mr. Slow based on this queenside majority, maybe? That's something to think about. Also, my king safety. But basically, B3. Trying to create an outside pass pawn. You know, you may want to escape with your king as well. So let's do an escape first. Now everybody's offering draws. Nefedov with no time left. Now Nefedov with his classic formation. He still might be equal here. Wait, King E7, Rook double, and then, yeah. I don't know, he wants a draw. Oh, he's under 2,000 FIDE. Well, 2062 is starting to get semi-respectable. So that's at least not 1800. It depends, I guess, if you played one tournament 17 years ago and that's your FIDE rating, or if you're playing on a regular basis. These FIDE ratings are very dubious in a lot of cases. But I would be suspicious if he just never makes a mistake at some point. He's master level 2. Much stronger than you. Objectively, 100 or 200 points. But I mean, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. Those ratings are absurd. You know, he's like already over 2200, and you're playing, well, much higher than that, to the point where, I don't know, you got to be 2100 yourself, at least. But I mean, these FIDE ratings in some countries may be just ridiculously absurd. But this is like playing God, you know. So he's supposed to be 2000 FIDE. I would like have in tournament play against a player like that 9.5 out of 10 probably. 9 points out of 10. At least 8.5 out of 10 in head-to-head games. But he plays like Karpov and he never makes a mistake. I mean, at what point do we start to believe this? I don't know. I don't understand what people are thinking, really. I was pissed at Chef Master last time for not resigning. Now he's doing it again. He obviously learned his lesson. I'm so happy today. All right. Ruslan, very strange today. He's always super fast, and now he's like losing on time. Can never make me happy, but it's still suspiciously strange. He's never had a trouble with time. He must have been aware that I didn't like that he doesn't use any time. Now he's overcompensating or something. Let's not blunder mate somewhere. Alpha used no time. What? Knight c5. Whoa. This move was missed. Alright, I mean, this is a crazy move by black. You're sacrificing a pawn. Alright, we're taking it. I mean, I don't like having to be suspicious of people, but I have to, at some point, you know. If they never make mistakes, it's just impossible. It's actually not that much time. 3-hour game. I said before in the stream, I played much worse games than 8-hour time controls. Alright, Ruslan. Depends on the position. Ruslan is going to mate me. This is like really strong play by white. Basically perfect. I just want to resign again and not do this anymore. Thanks for the earlier gift subs from Move 11. Yeah, that's my only chance. Groveling for a draw here. Wait till the CPL comes out. I'm lucky I survived. I thought I was going to lose this game, but it looks like I can hold on. Not easy though, I'm still down a pawn. Alright, this kingside business. This is really bizarre. What is Ruslan doing? Queen A1. Trying to survive with my position should be okay here. Enough for a draw, hopefully. Although he's still penetrating with this. Is that going to be a problem? I should be able to hold. Except for bishop d5. It's a really curious position. A lot of interesting games. Queen e7 forces the trade of queens. That other ending just loses the game, right? Queen e7, knight e7, bishop takes b7, resigns. I can't do that. I can never do that. That's one of the main problems. It's crazy. I'm like groveling for a draw with a better structure, but I don't know what to do. I mean, with that bishop d5 coming back, putting his bishop on d5, how do I protect all my stuff? It's a really strange position. Now I have no time left. Why did he take on c5? There's got to be a mate. Where is the mate? Why is there no mate here? It's so strange. There's literally no mate. I don't know why Ruslan played so weird today. Is my queen getting trapped? I don't need to play e4, I guess. Queen a7. He's got a lot of interesting moves. Also this. Queen a7, knight b4. Is this a good move, playing queen a7? I'm like starting to get low on time and panic. Don't know what I should do. Maybe even bishop f1 is worth considering. Is my queen almost trapped? Don't know. Princess Chess with the massive gift subs. Gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Kaspabranka, Learning Chess, Craw, Lord Blitza, and Cathode Ray. Will we get a raid? Why do I have 145 viewers? I got a raid and I didn't recognize it. I'm getting low on time. Who raided? Chess Dojo? Sorry, I'm concentrating too much on these games. We got a raid from Chess Dojo. Alright, I had no time to check the notifications. Sorry guys, we're down to 11 minutes, which is like less than 5 minutes. Thanks to Chess Dojo. Move 11, did you do that? You arranged that? The Chess Dojo raid or something? Is that just a coincidence? Alright. I gotta move. My queen is in a weird place here. There's all these tactics, and I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I'm just like making moves. Meredith Sacker's very tough. Everybody's tough. There's no easy games. I mean, I'm slightly worse. I didn't like d5 here, honestly. In the first place, I didn't have a clear plan. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for the raid from Chess Dojo. And we just keep doing the same old stuff here against Chef Master, who doesn't resign, and he's like trolling me. I should just mate. I'm a little bit confused. So check bishop f7. This really should be a mate. Meanwhile, Morales is down to 4 minutes. I got e5. What else? Alright. F5's hanging. F4 comes to mind. Also, the knight is hanging. Is he just busted? Wow. It's not so simple, actually. White has g4. Yeah. But it does look good for black. Reminds me of a Move 11 game I saw somewhere recently. With some knights on h5. Somebody's knight was on h5. f4 is also possible. I don't know. f4, king e6, king g6, g4, king g6, g4, f4 with a passer. But position gets a little weird after that. Like, how do I get myself out of that situation? Here I was expecting bishop d5. That's weird that he didn't play bishop d5. He must have some sort of tricky reason for not playing that. Like, his move's even better. It's pretty disturbing. Groveling for a draw. This is very annoying, man. I mean, excellent game by black. But he has 2470 in rapid. That's a little, you know, actually, B Maximus, you've actually crossed the limit. Like, you're not allowed to play in the simuls anymore. Because you're like 2470 or whatever. You're too high rated to play in these simuls. I don't let anybody play who's over. I didn't realize that. I never let anyone play who's over 2400 in ratings. So you're too strong. That's usually the limit. Chefmaster just gains time. Now what happened night before, right, for the fork? Yep. So I guess my plan was to do this, as weird as this is. I just don't know what else to do. Is my queen trapped yet? So check. King g2. Alpha has 25 minutes. It's an all-time record. We're slightly better here, but it's not much. So Morales found it. The astounding. Yeah, I don't know what's better for me there. 25-minute. What happened? You just defended? You can just do that? It's not fair. Weird. But Maximus is over the rating limit for my simuls. We just realized. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I don't let, like, Schieber-Spieler play in my simuls, for example. Nobody over 2400. Forgot to mention that. That's too much at that point. Ruslan with a blunder. C4 now. Chefmaster just keeps rapid fire moves coming. Gotta have a limit. Thanks, Princess Chess, for the subs. Cheesemate just raided with a party of 4. Bob resubscribed for 41 months. Move 11 just gifted a sub to Dr. Checkmate. I can't keep up with all the notifications. Thanks to Chess Dojo. Check him out. My old roommate. No. Alright, what are we gonna do? Knight Astrobate, Knight D4. Astrobate, I don't like this. You're trying to hurt me here. This is a problem. You're threatening 2 pawns at once, and I don't have a clear defense to it. If I take on b4, my king is kind of open. This is a real problem. Don't like this. What you're doing. Mertesacker is 20-3, right? I don't know how that is, but he's tough. Maybe in blitz. Right, so is this a mate after h4? It's not a mate. Do I have a mate? Check, check. King g5? I don't think so. Alpha's playing purely for time. I usually frown upon that. But he doesn't know. It's his first time. Running for the hills against Mr. Slow. I don't like this time pressure, but it is what it is. Man, Wade is going to survive this. White is going to survive that. No blunders, no whammies. I don't know, lots of draws, as usual. Karpov here. It's basically too strong. For me, a5, queen d8. Can I resign? Because I'm not good enough to save this position, I don't think. Too good for me, man. Queen c7. Bishop takes, king f6. What do you want to play in this position? King f6? I don't know what else to do. It's resignable. Surprise, surprise. I mean, Esterman's good at the Smith-Morrow, but he doesn't have endgame technique like that. All right. He would never be able to do that against me. Rook takes, pre-move. Black is happy with the draw there. Morales is freaking out. In time pressure slightly, but maybe not freaking. Let's see, king g5. There's some crazy stuff going on here. King g5. Wow. Wow, I am nervous about this. I don't like this. You're undermining my center. Damn it. I'm not sure if I'm even better there. So Ruslan is basically trying to hurt me in an endgame. Got this. I probably missed mate in 1 somewhere against Alpha. Yes. I'm not going to win this. Maybe. There's still a way. Oh, you don't want to draw. He's 3-20 against me. He doesn't want to draw. Interesting. With with that position. I was surprised by that. Interesting. King g5 takes king g4. Oof. What's happening? King g5. Go for it, right? You just play h3 there? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. This is overwhelming. I just resign. This is a waste of time. I've seen enough. The pawn down ending, maybe I can hold this. Wow. Morales is a genius. Jesus Christ. King g5, h3. This is unbelievable. Oh, dude. Will Astrobate possibly make a mistake? This is a win, but it's time game. I think this is holdable. Yeah, he missed. I mean, he saved both tactics. Astrobate, do I have anything? Good job. You avoided both bishop c4 and takes on c2. Can he really survive all these active pieces, though? What about this majority on the king side? Isn't this something? I don't have anything here. c4 sucks. He just has knight f4 in my face all the time. I don't see how I can win this. It's a disaster. Damn, Astrobate. Rook takes c1, rook takes c1, knight b3. Queen takes d8, check. Do I have this? Astrobate is getting tougher. Pre-moves. Sigh. It's hopeless. I give up. Okay, what's the material here? I mean, who's better here, objectively? White, right? Oh my god. Just won't stop. When did that pawn get to h5? So knight b3. Thanks, guys, for watching and tuning in. Not an easy simul here. There are 3 master strength players at least in the field. Whether they're 1600 or 1800 or what. Whatever they are. That's a little bit much. Man, I just lost my screen. Hold on. We will be back. Yeah, but I mean, this is just resigns. He's down a queen, man. Astrobate just sacked a what? Oh my god. Astrobate. Are you even serious? He just played knight takes f5. That is so close to working, I am freaking out. That's a brilliant move. Rook takes, knight takes check. What am I doing? Rook takes, knight takes check, king f7. What? What? Are you serious? Now let's just offer to draw. It's like the 10th draw. I'm lucky there, I'm worse. What about king f8? King f8, rook c7, king f8. Because king f7 allows knight c6. That's not enough to save him, though. It shouldn't matter, objectively, right? Where he goes. Where I go. No, he has bishop b3. Of course it matters. Oh my god. Astrobate is like 2600. He played knight takes f5. Double exclamation point. Saving the entire position. That's insane, dude. That just totally worked. It's like the greatest combination I've ever seen you play. At least in a similar game against me. Maybe not overall. Yeah, this guy needs to resign. That's just this. Why play that out at that point? Man, I blundered again. I should have played king f8 after all. It's unbelievable. Astrobate is 1544. Holy God. That's his greatest combination of all time. No joke. That's unbelievable. Knight takes f5. It worked in like 6 different ways. The magnitude of that combination, I mean, there was like 3 or 4 different angles to it. Oh, Astrobate. Interesting opponent here. Alright, dude, please resign. This is just a waste of your time and mine. You're down a queen for nothing. Why are you wasting our time? If you're down a queen for nothing, I mean, come on. That's really annoying. Man, Astrobate is like winning. I hallucinated that I had something that wasn't there. Ooh, speaking of hallucinating. I think I just lost the game. Whatever. It's a draw, but I think I just lost it. It would have been a draw, I should have said. I've complained about this player before too. They're extremely strong for someone who's like 1800, 1400 in blitz, 1400 bullet actually. Yeah, so now it's a winning position. How strong is Mirtasacker? I'm losing to everybody. Astrobate. Queen F5. What? Holy crap. This is an unbelievable move. Queen F5. What do I do? Not panic. Masturbate. I'm in check. He did a check? Why did you check? Totally in panic mode here. Because you hope for that, okay. I already made a move here, but it didn't register or something. Really growing bored of this game. Again. Are you trolling me? Is that the point? Is that what it's about, really? Wow. Wait, what just happened? King G4? I can never predict Astrobate's moves. I give up. This guy's offering me a draw. You are banned from Simuls forever. For the rest of your life. For that, seriously. You're offering me a draw. It's like, what are you thinking? Really? Seriously. That's unbelievable. Like, are you just trying to be a complete jerk, or what are you thinking? You really have a drawish position? Wait, what? Am I lost yet? I just don't believe it, you know, how people behave. "13 wins, 6 draws, 2 losses. Wonder who my losses are against." Alright. Damn. It's just weird. I mean, the weird thing about Chef Masta is he's 23-25 in bullet, 22-50 in... I don't understand. Like, how is that possible? This player offered me a draw. I am beyond pissed. Wait, what? King G5? We can play this game. It's cool. Alright, Astrobate. You can lose if you want to. But you shouldn't lose this one. You should have won. He's doing his best to try to lose. But objectively, it should be a draw. He was winning. Formerly. Looks like. Knight takes f5, double exclamation. The best combination of the day. That was insane, dude. Cooking rooks, what happened? I don't remember his game. I just noticed he left a chat there. We had a raid earlier from Chess Dojo. Astrobate is trying to win. A3, B7, A2. He can never have a draw. So what's the plan here with this position? I hope that's the last game left. How about check? Does that help me? Not really. Alright, it's going to be either Astrobate or... Take your time. My position has been winning the entire time against Ruslan. There's never been a question about the result. Now Astrobate can lose. This is a draw. Luckily, because I blundered really badly to allow that king penetration. He might have been winning earlier. Now Astrobate is trying to lose. We'll see if he can achieve it or not. Check doesn't help. No, I've got to be careful here. King takes first. First, I must take on f3. Oh my gosh. Let's try to be accurate. Man, rook takes b7 would allow rook a3 check, probably saving the game. Not really though. Rook b7, rook a3 check, king f4. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Uber driver, where was your game? You didn't play? The guy has a pawn on the 7th rank, Jordan. My rook has to stop that. If I play rook b2, he can play rook takes a2. Something like that. But Astrobate is trying to lose. Take your time, man. Calm down and take your time. But the other game was a draw, so it's just Ruslan's lost position. Where he offered me a draw. Man, that's just this. He left the game. Alright, we can claim victory in 112 seconds. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Thanks to Chess Dojo. Thanks to Move11 and Princess Chess for those gift subs. We had some other donations from others as well. We've got a moment to speak now. Bjack resubscribed. Cheesemate resubscribed. Rating with the Party 4 earlier. We had Bob resubscribe. Move11 gift subs. Princess Chess gift subs. 5. I'm having trouble moving a tab here. My time's running. Yeah, that's fine. Now he played. What about that pawn? I think like pretty much everything wins for black here. You can't just be down the exchange for nothing and save the game. Astrobate. Check. So if this was rook and bishop pawn, I'm not going to take chances here. It should be a theoretical win for black, but I played horribly. He had an awesome tactic a while back. Short side, long side. We're going to go over there and get that pawn. It's like he started trying once he had lost the position, was the impression I get from Ruslan in this game. It was almost like he was just doing random stuff. Kyle and Parker got a gift sub from Mr. Slow. I don't understand what happened. Mr. Slow lost on time in what was a drawn position, essentially. I don't feel good about winning that. Good move, I guess. This is not that trivial. You know, this endgame is not that simple. But if I play king e3, rook takes, check, king g2, and then rook somewhere, it looks like it might be a win. I mean, I can give that pawn up at some point. He's also in a bad place with his king there. Penetrated with my rook and cut him off from the 7th rank. I mean, that's not really ideal for white here, obviously. So knight b4. This position is amazingly irritating to have to win. But it should be winning. Definitely. How does he attack my pawn? He's planning on knight f4 or what exactly? Oh, I get it. Stupid question. He's left the game. No, I'd like to torture him here. Then let him walk away. It is late. I should take the claim victory. We have 7 draws. I didn't know which game was against Botant. He said GG. But I didn't even realize which game was his. I mean, I really want to get this pawn down. I don't really want to sacrifice one of my pawns yet. So knight c3 is the point, right? Aspirate, come on, you can't trade queens. You gotta take back rooks. You can't trade rooks here. Come on. Aspirate should have beaten me. It was a brilliancy. Check this move out he played. It's unbelievable. Rook takes f5. And Ruslan with knight f4. I mean, still he's putting up resistance after knight c3 here. It's lost for white, but I could screw it up. But knight f4, take. King takes f4. King b4, king f3, king b5, king f2. a4, g3, a5, g2, a6, g1. That's our last game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to claim victory. I want to savor it. Thanks everybody for watching. Back tomorrow with Blitz here on lichess and Twitch. I can play f4. I don't know which is faster. It's the same difference, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1. But I would save a pawn for me. Obviously, winning. Thanks everybody for playing. We're going to finish up with 16 wins. 16 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses. Very tough. But Asterbait, the star of the day, man. You lost, but actually, I don't know what happened against Bispo. Why did I win against Bispo? Was I really winning there? Maybe he lost some time? He resigned. Was it so clear? Bispo kind of resigned a little early. Equal material, but he felt it was a bad position. One of the higher rated players. Bro Loser got disconnected. B Max was a tough game. Morales, are you better in the final position? It looks like you were for a moment, but it's really equal. I was winning earlier and I missed it. Damn. I didn't have the courage to play king g5. I had some subtle moves. Not so easy to see it in time pressure. Thanks to everybody for playing. Astrobait's game, though, I want to take a look at that before we leave. Mr. Slowhand also lost on time. In what I thought was likely to be a draw. Though I have chances to win there. He's better according to the computer. Wow. That's amazing. So he's better here. Even though my king is like coming out to safety. I never would have thought that. Computer is better. I mean, he's better. Wow. Take. King e2. That's amazing. I mean, I thought ultimately I play b3 and I have an outside passed pawn over here. That white would be better. It's interesting. Mr. Slow played a perfect game. 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. And lost on time. I thought it was probably a draw. But this game, where is Astrobait? Where are you? Astrobait with knight f5. Does that work? Did that really work? Or did you bluff me? It really works. This is an insane combination. Man. I'm winning, but it's not simple. I played the wrong discovery. For some reason, this didn't enter my mind to play knight c2. Only knight b3. Because it's like a family fork. And I'm attacking your queen. And knight c2 would win, but this... Oh man, I blundered a piece. Whoa. Wait, I don't understand. They didn't give you a question mark for knight takes f5? When rook takes c8 just wins. Damn. It was a total hallucination. So it's not a brilliancy. Astrobait, you're just winning. I thought your knight takes f5 was a brilliancy, but it was actually a blunder. It was a counter blunder. Find a way to lose. In a winning position, you had just rook takes rook. He was in time pressure, but still. Man. Just play rook takes rook, and you're totally winning. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. This is a good move. He played bishop d1, and I didn't see knight c2 at all. And I just followed through the plan. Maybe I meant to play rook takes rook. No, that's what I did. What are we talking about? What? Wait. Sorry, guys. I'm analyzing something that didn't happen. I didn't blunder a rook, did I? I didn't play that. I played rook takes rook. Alright, sorry. I played rook takes rook. Sorry. Rook takes rook. This is not what happened. No, his move is not a blunder. This stupid analysis here is messing it up. It's not, dude. I played knight b3. It is genius, see? It's not, we're right. He is a genius. I don't know why that other variation's in the analysis. Because the game was rook takes rook. Yeah, and so I thought I'm winning. I should have just played queen takes pawn. But I play knight b3. Astrobait finds this. Knight f5. So the main point is like g takes f, queen g3 check miraculously saves him. Man. And so all the captures are fine. Nice move. And then you actually got a winning position. Because I played king f7 instead of king f8. It doesn't matter. This is a blunder. So I have to play this complex ending. Rook takes, knight c6. Rook takes isn't possible. You're just clearly better. So Astrobait in the endgame. This was good. Yeah, you have to play accurately here. That wasn't easy. This isn't an easy rook endgame. The computer says you're winning with pawn takes pawn. But there's a lot of choices. Maybe you push b5. But man, I gotta give you credit. Knight f5 floored me. That's a really good move. That's excellent. Look at this combination in time pressure. All of his pieces are hanging. Forced. Knight takes f5. And I just should have played queen f8 or something. But I didn't have the patience for that. Queen f6. Keep the tension. Look at this variation. Queen takes. Queen takes. Bishop takes b3. Bishop takes b3. And then rook c8. Asprey, did you see this? Did you seriously see this? This is crazy. So that's the point of the combination? Queen f6. I was already like convinced I had nothing. What about this move? The problem is here I can do rook takes d1 or just anything. This is crazy. This works. Did he confess to seeing it? Take care, Morales. Thank you for the game. So this just works. No, I didn't see this far. I didn't really consider my alternatives. I was too depressed at this point. I thought this would be okay for a draw, but I'm worse here. I had a hallucination. After knight takes, I forgot he's just simply like taking on b3. But I definitely should have played king f8. I even mentioned it during the game because on that square I'm not getting hit by stuff like knight takes e5 check. I saw this fork with my king on f7 and rook on d3. So here, this is no longer a fork. And here I can probably hang on a pawn down to get a draw. Maybe. That would have been the best. All right, guys, thanks for watching and playing. We have final score of where is the Simul? Final score of 16 wins, 7 draws, and 2 losses. Those games were just brutal. CPL for white, 21. It's pretty high. I should have held this ending, but I just don't have enough confidence. The other one I lost was just depressing. Very bad positionally. Where is my game against Notch Papa? This is a draw. It was a good game, though, in the Blumenfeld. Final position was equal, according to the engine. So it was a fair draw for 2 inaccuracies for white, 3 inaccuracies for black. That's a really good game. Alright, guys. We're going to get out of here and maybe raid another stream on the way out. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you later. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for being a mod today. We're going to raid an interesting character if this works. He's passionate about chess. I think you'll like him. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Good games.